I think leaving Chicago, I took a bit of a fall last season with the success that I had compared to being in Chicago. So this is back where I want to be, playing at the top and playing at the top of my game and competing for the championship. And right now the challenge for us is just to continue to win games and control, I guess, our focus of what we have to do and prepare for the long haul.
One of the reasons you're one of the top 50 players all time in the NBA is your versatility. This year you passed 16,000 points, 5,000 assists, 6,000 rebounds. Do you enter a game saying, maybe tonight I need to pass up on the shot, set up other people? Do you kind of go into a game and think about where you might want to direct your energy?
I just try to flow. I just try to flow and find my flow throughout the game. If I'm getting a lot of touches, a lot of opportunities to look for my shots, then I know they're going to be there, and I can wait for them later on in the game. But on the other hand, some nights when the rhythm is not there, I'm looking to be a little bit more aggressive to make things happen, to find assists. So I just try to feel my way out through the game. I think the talent of this team allows me to do that more so than I have been able to do in the previous years of my career.
Earlier in the season, there was a little bit of miscommunication, passes sailing out of bounds. You think you guys are rounding into form, the form that you need to play at the highest level?
We've gotten better. I can't say how much better, but we've gotten a better feel for one another out on the court of looking for the shot, and guys looking for different areas on the court of things that they want to do. So hopefully we can continue to learn each other and get better in that area. And I think those are things that's going to help us down the road.
Now about tonight's game. This is a big game in a lot of ways. Give us your scouting report of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Offensively or defensively? I mean, offensively, we have to attack the basket. We realize that they're a team right now that's playing real good defense with Shaq in the middle blocking shots, and we have to respect that. But we still have to take the ball to the basket and look for Sabas or Jermaine or Brian or whoever's in the game, knock that outside shot down. And I think that's going to be one thing that we can use as one of our strengths throughout the game, is that we can attack Shaq and be able to find whoever he's defending, because he's going to sit back in the lane. And on the offensive end, defensive end, we just have to work hard. Whoever's guarding Sabas got to keep a body on him, not allow him to roam around the basket.
We're going upstairs, right?
The guys out on the court must try to some degree, try to help stabilize Shaq in the middle, but also not allow them to move the ball as freely as they want.
All right, Scotty, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Sure.
The snapper Steve Jones, both teams 45 and 11-game winning streaks by any measure, a big game. Scottie Pippen is a big game player. He understands Phil Jackson's triangle offense, which makes him perhaps the most valuable of the Blazers.
Well, everyone talks about Pippen's understanding of the triangle offense, but I think it's really Pippen's understanding of how to play and win big games that's going to be more important tonight. He brings a certain kind of quiet confidence and understanding of big plays, big moments, how to get the job done, and that's what Portland really has never had. And so if you're looking for Pippen to lead, look for him to lead in all of those areas and forget, I know Phil, I know the offense, but I know how to win big games is more important.
Now there is a young lion for the Los Angeles Lakers who wants to learn how to win big games. We're talking about Kobe Bryant. He was electric Sunday afternoon.
Well, Kobe Bryant is a tremendous individual talent that is rising with each and every big game for the Los Angeles Lakers. What he brings to the Lakers is the ability to make plays when things have broken down. Defensively, he's improved dramatically, and he's accepted the challenge. I think what everyone has grown to appreciate about Kobe Bryant is his competitive spirit. He likes to win.
Now another guy who is going to be key for the Blazers tonight, and in the last 8 games, Steve, he's been on a tear. We're talking about Arvydas Sabonis going against Shaq. He has to play big.
Well, Sabonis has had problems playing against Shaquille O'Neal, and so you'd like for him to continue that confidence that he's built up over the last 8 games of getting off to good starts, having an impact on the ball game, not being intimidated by the presence or the physical nature of Shaquille O'Neal's play.
And Sabas was more aggressive in the third game at the Staples Center that the Blazers won. But Shaquille O'Neal is going to get his number. For the Blazers, you want to keep him under control.
Well, that's the most important thing. You want to make O'Neal have to work for everything without springing all of his friends into the ball game. He's a guy that's so big, so strong, and so quick that just by the fact that he's out there so long, he's going to have an impact on the game. But you don't want to allow him to dominate the game by scoring and then passing the ball and getting other people involved.
And the crowd, when you talk about other people, the crowd's going to be a factor. Dressed in red, already chanting, "Beat LA." For more on tonight's game, let's check in with Ann Schatz.
Okay, fellas, we've said it, but I'm going to say it as well. Game number 57 tonight. Could this be the defining game, the defining moment as far as the NBA and home court advantage and all that stuff? Well, probably. And you know what's interesting? You talk to the guys, as far as all the games up to this point, the fellas kind of take a just another game attitude about the contest. But tonight, no way, not a chance. This is something special.
It's going to be an exciting game. You know, they definitely want to come down here and beat us because we beat them up there. We want to somewhat defend our home court and play well and try to keep our lead, above them.
LA is going to be a real tough game. I mean, they're playing real good right now, just like us, and this is going to be a game to see who's the best team. I mean, best team before the playoffs, because it's different in the playoffs. But we got to come out here and play tough and just try to stop Shaq and Kobe and Glenn Rice, and that's a lot to say, but we got to go out and do it.
Okay, now as far as those low-key Lakers are concerned, they admit this is a big one as well. But you know what? They think they've got this baby down to the basics.
Just play basketball. That's it. Just have fun and play. There's so much hype in this game, you might get caught up in, I don't know, all kinds of little things, but it's just a basketball game. It's a basketball game that we want to win.
We've thought about this game for about, a week and a half now, in the proposition that, maybe we get back in the first place. That if we stayed solid for the last 3 games, we did. So it makes this game very important, but, in the process, you want to also be pretty even-minded and level-headed about this game, too, and know that there's still a quarter of the season left.
Series even. This is a road game. We want to establish something here on the road in Portland. We know it's a tough contest, but, you want to play one of the best teams if you want to try and be the best, and so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And what a challenge it's going to be. Keep in mind, you guys know this, Portland leads the series 2-1. The Lakers desperately want to even things up as the chase for home court advantage begins.
All right, Ann, thank you very much. The teams are on the floor. The starting lineups are coming next on Laser Vision. And 11. Look. Nine games back, leading the Midwest Division by a half game over Utah. Phoenix rapidly improving, but unable to gain ground or a whole lot of ground against the Portland Trail Blazers and the Los Angeles Lakers. Seattle, Minnesota, and Sacramento rounding out the contenders in the West. Well, we expect a crowd of 20,000 plus, the majority of them dressed in red. They've been through the chants, including Beat LA, and they are hyped and ready to roll from a packed and electrically charged Rose Garden. Let's take a look at Steve's keys to tonight's ball game.
All right, Pete, with all that electricity that you're talking about, it also transfers down to the players. And for Portland to win this ball game, they have to have some pressure on the ball. Make the Lakers a perimeter team. Make them make some mistakes, and you do that by really getting after the ball. They also have to contain their are very high in terms of emotion and wanting to win. You can lose control of key players in situations like that. And always when Portland and LA play, rebounding becomes a huge factor. Portland would like to have some cheap second opportunities.
And it won't be easy because the Lakers are the best rebounding team in the NBA. But one thing that the Lakers cannot account for tonight is the enthusiasm provided by the sixth man here in the Rose City. They are on their feet. They are clapping. They love their Blazers. who are 14-1 here at the Rose Garden against the Western Conference. And the Blazers overall have won 16 straight here within the friendly confines of the Rose Garden. Fever pitch building in the Rose Garden, the most eagerly anticipated matchup of this NBA season. And the starting lineups now for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's the voice of the Rose Garden, Mark Mason.
Number 41, Glenn Rice. At forward, number 45, A.C. Green. At center, number 34, Shaquille O'Neal. At guard, number 4, Ron Harper. And at guard, number 8, Kobe Bryant. Head coach of the Lakers is Phil Jackson. Fans, you're the sixth man in our house, so everybody on your feet for your league-leading Portland Trail Blazers.
Introduced here at the Rose Garden. The pyrotechnics that were broken out for the playoffs last year are back at the Rose Garden for this, the biggest game of this regular season. The Lakers have won 6 straight. They swept a 6-game East Coast road trip, but only 2 of those teams had winning records. Now, the starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, as introduced by Mark Mason.
Number 30, Rasheed Wallace. At forward, 6'8" from Central Arkansas, number 33, Scottie Pippen. As central Tudbenichuk, Isliatubas, Numerus Benolica, Arvidas Sabonis. At guard, the 6'8" great from Michigan State, number 8, Steve Smith. And a guard, 5'10", from Portland's Wilson High in Arizona, number 3, Damon Stoudemire.
As we've already documented, both teams at 45-11. This is a history-making occasion, as this is the first time in NBA history that 2 teams with identical 11-game winning streaks have matched up in a ball game. The Blazers at 45-11. You see 23-3 here at the Rose Garden, including the last 11 in a row overall and 16 in a row at home. Their last loss was to the Phoenix Suns. The Lakers at 45-11. They are 20-7 on the road, and as we said, they swept a 6-game road trip, but only 2 of those teams had winning records in Philadelphia and Charlotte.
Well, Pete, tonight is a night in which the Trailblazers can really solidify their reputation as being the best in the league by having the deeper and more quality players throughout their lineup to come out and dominate the Lakers at the outset of the ball game. And it's important for them to attempt to be the aggressors right at the beginning.
You get a look at some of the fans and their decor for tonight's ball game. The officials, Steve Javie, Ken Maurer, and Tim Donaghy.
Well, say Steve Javie again, because I want you to remember who Steve Javie is, and I know
you're pretty. Mike Rice out
that's
of
right. You're pretty emotional about the game yourself tonight, so just remember that as we take a look at the starting lineup.
Brought to you by Godfather's Pizza, as always. Harper and Bryant in the backcourt. Shaq, Rice, and A.C. Green. Pippen, Wallace, Sabonis, Stoudemire, and Steve Smith. So that ankle that he twisted against the Utah Jazz will allow him to start tonight's ball game.
Well, you know, for a lot of these people, Pete, you know, this is another one of those chances to really get even with the Lakers. In a lot of the history of the Portland Trail Blazers, when they've had good teams, great teams, the Lakers have been able to come in their building and take them down, and everyone feels this is their time to shine. So when you talk about the crowd being ready and into it, you should hear them most of this game.
Blazers with the first possession as Arvydas won the tap. See if the Blazers go to Arvydas early. Damon on the penetration, gets by Kobe, scooping it up. And AC Green the rebound. Kobe Bryant working on Damon and Harper in the backcourt.
Of the two teams, the Lakers want to play more half court. And I think it's up to Portland to try to find a way to get out into the open court, get some cheap buckets, and get themselves some separation.
Shaq with a miss. Arvydas setting a screen, allowing Damon to penetrate. Arvydas on the deck needs a little help. Shot clock is at 9 for Scotty, trying to get around his former teammate Harper. Scotty hooking it in. Blazers on the board first, 60 seconds gone by. Bryant was huge on Sunday, coming up with a season-high 31. He had 18 in the first quarter against Houston. Harper throws up an air ball.
That's where the Lakers struggle, making shots from the outside. And the guys you want to keep with doubt in their mind are Green, Harper, and if you can put something in the mind of Glenn Rice, then you're only dealing with the two big scorers, O'Neal and Bryant.
Arvydas over Shaq. And AC Green with his second rebound. He had 10 in the first matchup between these two teams, and he hurt the Blazers by grabbing 7 on the offensive end. Shaq backing in, tough to stop that close, and he misfires for the second time. Damon on a run, but Kobe is there to check him. Damon will squeeze the trigger. Arvydas, offensive rebound. The crowd tells you it's good as Arvydas puts the Blazers up 4. And Steve, I thought that was a key the second game in LA, that Arvydas was strong against Shaq. He was offensively aggressive.
You know, that plus he stayed in the ball game. You got to keep him out on the floor, and you know, when he's in foul trouble, and that really hurts you because you go undersized. Bryant trying to squeeze it off. The Lakers have missed their first 4 shots.
Scotty looking for an opportunity. Steve Smith feeding Rasheed against AC Green. Rasheed to the baseline and in. That is a matchup the Blazers will try to take advantage of all night long, as AC Green in his 15th season can't stay with Rasheed Wallace. Harper. Montgomery screens for a walk. Shot clock is at 12. Glenn Rice slashing down the middle for the dunk.
Well, it appears that the referees are going to let the players dictate how this game is going to come out. And I think that Portland has to keep up that aggressive attitude. Right now, they've gotten off to a real good start. They've been trying to isolate Stoudemire against the defense of Kobe Bryant, make him work at this end of the floor, maybe tire him out early, take some of his offense away from him. Wallace against the clock.
5 on the timer. Rasheed to the baseline. Gun, he got it. Rasheed has come out primed and focused. The Blazers 4 of 7 from the floor, and the Lakers getting only that dunk from Glenn Rice. Kobe took a walk in the park, but nobody said anything. AC Green from the baseline.
In addition to the red shirt, you get the striped shirt on as well, huh?
Glenn Rice checking Scottie Pippen. 8:20 to go first quarter. Again, they go to Rasheed on AC Green. Rasheed. Scotty trying to get the offensive rebound, but Harper takes it away. Ron Harper, Sunday against Houston, failed to score in 19 minutes. 0 for 4 from the floor.
You know, Harper's not counted on to get big minutes, and what you want to do is make sure he doesn't become a guy that starts looking at the basket. Kobe Bryant, tough shot, and an offensive foul.
If there's a knock against Kobe Bryant, there are times when he does charge to the rim a little bit out of control, and he does have a tendency to draw foul trouble. And Scotty stood in and took the charge.
What we haven't seen from the Lakers at this end of the floor, and they're supposed to be a very good defensive team, is ball pressure. Portland's been able to move the ball, move people basically wherever they wanted in the first 5 minutes of play. Back to Wallace. AC Green almost a steal.
Blazers went to the well almost once too often as AC was able to get a finger on it. He has started every game this season for the Lakers, AC Green. 14 to shoot.
I think in this ball game, Rasheed Wallace has to look to dominate that matchup. And every time he gets it, he's got to think about being a threat and scoring the ball. Steal, Ron Harper.
Scotty was doubled at nowhere to go. Harper on a push, in on Damon.
Tough shot.
Tough shot for Ron Harper. Making it a 2-point ball game. You know that Shaq and Kobe will get their numbers. You want to make sure that the complementary players like a Ron Harper don't get theirs. Foul on the pass shot. Blazer basketball when we come back. 6:58 for the first quarter. Blazers lead the Lakers. It's 8-6 Portland. Bob Horner, Dale Murphy, or Hank Aaron. If you know the right answer, log on to www.800.com/RipCity. Log on with the correct answer before the end of halftime, and you'll be eligible to win a symphonic forehead high-fi VCR. And very importantly, in tonight's ball game, Kobe Bryant, Steve, his second personal.
One of the reasons that they're allowing Damon Stoudemire to attack is to try to get Kobe Bryant on the bench, take some of the sting out of the Laker offense. They've got to. They've achieved that. So now they have to come back with a former Trailblazer and Brian Shaw. Shaw has been playing quite a bit here of late for the Lakers. He's a streaky offensive player, reputation primarily made at the defensive end.
Blazers started out hot, but have cooled. Steve Smith firing and hitting. Steve Smith tagged for $3,000 for the altercation with Greg Ostertag, who got nicked $7,500. Steve is a great competitor, and Tim Donaghy signals timeout LA. Phil Jackson wants to talk about it, and it will be, I believe, a full timeout. 6:38 to go here in the first quarter. The Blazers lead at 10-6. Phil Jackson will talk it over when we come back.
There's only one way to fly on business, and that's first class, which is why TWA created First Up, a program that puts you in first class for a full coach fare. It's that simple. Buy coach, fly first. Before your next flight, call TWA and ask for First Up and see if there's a first class seat waiting for you. Buy coach, fly first. First Up from TWA. One mission, yours.
She dreamed about playing in the LPGA, but couldn't quite get a grip on it. Took up ceramics, but could never get centered. Yet hundreds of Portland and Vancouver families have discovered she has a definite talent for matching home sellers with buyers. Jan is one of 700 Equity Group Realtors. So if you need a golf pro, call the LPGA. Need a great real estate agent? Call the Equity Group Realtors, the best agents in the business.
Wouldn't life be great if you could teach your old phone some new tricks? Like guarding you from calls you don't want to take. Fetching the important ones you do. Even sniffing out calls you might have missed. All you need are calling services from GTE. Call right now and we'll reward you with a free gift. Good boy. Get calling services from GTE. See how doggone easy life can be. Call 1-877-GTE-BONUS today.
Fans, upcoming events at the Rose Quarter include the Ultra Cross at the Rose Garden March 3rd through the 5th. The Shrine Circus is here at the Rose Garden March 18th through the 19th. And at the Rose Garden March 25th through the 27th, the NCAA Women's Regionals. Tickets are available at the Rose Quarter Ticket Office in all Ticketmaster locations, or call 224-4400. Reminder that the Rose Garden is accessible to people with disabilities. For accessible seating, call 503-231-8000 or TDD 503-231-1101. 20,000 plus here at the Rose Garden. We want to say hello to someone who's not here but watching in Corvallis, Oregon, Justin Skinner. Justin has gone through a series of brain operations and is a huge Blazers fan, and he's watching tonight. Justin, you hang in there, get well, and cheer the Blazers on to a win. They are up 10-6 unusual timeout taken by Phil Jackson, but he's not above doing something that seems a little strange to make his point as Brian Shaw misses his first shot, and Arvydas outduels Shaq for the rebound.
See, when they shoot from the outside like that, after one or two passes, it's difficult for them to get offensive rebounds, and Phil Jackson knows that that's going to be important. Ron Harper running right through Scottie Pippen to pick up that foul.
One of the things that's interesting to note about the Lakers, despite their success, in 14 of 27 road games, they shot under 44%. They do not shoot well on the road. Scottie working against Glenn Rice, 10 on the clock. Shaw on Damon. Arvydas was open for a second, passed it up Steve Smith. 3 on the clock, and Steve Smith gets it again.
Now, there's a guy that Phil Smith does not want to see get started from the outside because it breaks down everything that they're trying to do defensively. Damon Stoudemire missed a chance to steal. Shaw with a hoop.
Tough shot as he had Arvydas in his face. Brian Shaw averaging 3.5 points per ball game, pulls the Lakers within 4. Lakers will go to Steve Smith again. He's been shooting 52% over the last 3 ball games. Feels the double. Nice movement. Rasheed. Steve Smith, the stick back. Look at that number. Portland out rebounding LA on the offensive end. 3-zip. Rice against Rasheed. And Rice dials long distance. A 38% downtown marksman.
What you don't want to do with Rice is let him get that early confidence. He's a kind of guy that can make 6, 7 shots in a row and really take a lot of heat off of the inside pressure you can apply to Shaquille O'Neal.
Damon trying to spin around Harper. Will send it and score. Rasheed got a fingertip on it. Shaw on the dribble drive, and Scottie got his big hand in there. Here comes Damon on a run. Blazers with numbers. Steve Smith running the ring. And a foul called by Ken Mauer on Brian Shaw.
The play starts with Pippen putting good pressure on Shaw, who tried to force that pass to Harper down in the slot. And whenever you can run against the Lakers, that's the easiest way to control the ball game. And Steve Smith, who has scored 3 straight, has a chance to get his number to 8 if he makes both these free throws here in the first. Misses the first free throw.
Little strong, maybe too much adrenaline for Steve. The second best free throw shooter on the team. There you get the view from the 800.com Slam Cam. 800.com bringing you electronics and more, and bringing you that spectacular view of the Rose Garden and of that Steve Smith free throw.
So far, the Trailblazers have done a good job of enticing other Lakers to shoot the ball. After those first 2 attempts for Shaquille O'Neal, he hasn't been able to get his hands on the ball. Steals Steve Smith.
Blazers cranking it up on the defensive end. Damon. Steve on Shaw. And Shaq, the flat-footed rebound.
Now, you see one of the reasons you have ball pressure. You force the opponent into making mistakes the last 2 possessions. That's what they've been able to do. Rice for another 3.
Along with that one, and the rebound taken down by Harper. Shaq powering in. He'll go to the line for a 3-point chance. The foul on Steve Smith. Everybody in the Rose Garden held their breath for a moment, thinking it might be against Arvydas.
This is a tough pass, a tough angle, and real tight, and O'Neal is able to catch it and find the hoop. You have a chance for a free throw. You know, for Shaquille O'Neal, who had a pretty good run on that road trip with shooting free throws, but his return, this first free throw will really be crucial for him and perhaps the rest of the night as he gets a 3-point play.
Phil Jackson and the Lakers moved into a new practice facility in El Segundo. But Shaquille said they won't let me in after hours. I want to practice my free throws, and they locked the door.
Come on, Pete. This is Shaquille O'Neal. You mean he can't get in?
That's what he said. Scottie to the hoop. And to the line for a 3-point chance. Shaq the foul.
ball movement, player movement make this possible is Rice doesn't get up and then O'Neal does not close the lane. If he steps out, Scottie Pippen's got to change directions. He lets him come to him and tries to react, and that's what happens a lot of times for shot blockers. Jermaine O'Neal in the ball game, Sabonis down.
A couple of great looks from the Blazer broadcasting crew. Arvidas will sit down. And the best news for Blazers fans, 3 rebounds, 2 points, no fouls for the big fella. And Mike Dunleavy whispered in Jermaine O'Neal's ear, make Shaq run the floor. Scottie completes the 3-point play. In games 2 and 3 of this series, Shaq played 47 of 48 minutes. He only played 33 in the first game because he was ejected in the 4th quarter.
And you see how they're sitting in the lap of O'Neal. They want somebody else to shoot the ball, spins away.
AC Green, though, there for the stick back.
Well, that happens when you double team. If you're getting so conscious of double teaming, you're going to lose your man. Green's a guy that's always going to be around the glass, so you got to be aware of that as the Lakers stay close.
Clock's at 12. Damon too strong. AC Green, and the Blazers able to rake it free as AC had a beat on it but couldn't seal the deal. Blazers with a fresh shot clock. Scottie directing traffic. Steve Smith feeding Rasheed. He's going to go to the hole. Lays it up too strong. Mike Dunleavy screams for a foul, but the Lakers come away with a rebound. Harper nearly lost his dribble. Shaw will tee it up from 3 and hit. And the Lakers within 1. Blazers executing their offense far better than the Lakers are, but the Lakers are within 1. Steve Smith rolling through the lane and hitting. Smith with 9 in the first quarter. Blazer lead is 3.
Well, Glenn Rice wants the ball back. He feels he can score off of Steve Smith, looking to get his shot away. And Damon Stoudemire with the rebound and a break for Portland.
And out of control, runs into Ron Harper. And Damon slow to get up.
Well, let's just hope that they bang knees. What happened is, he got himself in an angle where he couldn't make a pass or get a shot. He was trying to bring the defense out, and it looks like he's in a lot of pain right now. Not a good sign.
Damon had to make an awkward stop. Greg Anthony into the ball game, and Jay Jensen will escort Damon to the bench, and Shots will go over there and get a medical report on Damon Stoudemire. Let's get another look.
Looks like they had that collision of the knees, and that really, it's a frightening kind of sensation. Sometimes it's just numbing, and you sit down and you can eventually get back in the ball game.
It looked like knee on knee for sure. Shaw, a long deuce. Scottie tipping the rebound out. Greg Anthony loses it to Shaw, but gets it back. The alley-oop for Steve Smith too high.
Must have thought that was Rasheed Wallace over there, because Steve's days of getting that high have long since come and gone.
Blazers up 3, final minute 15 to go, first quarter. Kobe on the bench with 2 fouls. Shaw feeding Shaq.
Now Shaq and Rasheed Wallace are both too energetic at the offensive end right now, and they both need to probably let some fatigue come into place and kind of calm them down, like Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal tried one fake, but Shaq got it the second time. Glenn Rice going glass too strong. AC Green, another offensive rebound. Shaq, foul, and Jermaine on top of Shaquille. You remember those two tangled in the first game. O'Neal got kicked out. And a flagrant foul called on Jermaine.
No, they're calling the foul on Rasheed Wallace.
That's interesting. And a flagrant against Rasheed. I don't know what Ken Mauer is looking at. He was the referee who made the call. And Rasheed talking to Steve Javie, and Steve Javie is not to be trifled with. Oh my goodness.
He hit him on the arm, but certainly no flagrant foul there.
perhaps an overreaction on the part of the officials to what transpired in the Utah game and just trying to take control early. But that is just an unbelievable call. Damon Stoudemire has gone to the locker room. Again, as more information becomes available, we'll share it with you. We'll see how
The
Rasheed
best thing out of this is Rasheed kept his focus. Even walked Jermaine O'Neal away from the officials, but that is one of those calls that you got to play through. That was a tough call. He did foul him, but it certainly wasn't a flagrant foul as he hit him on the arm.
That was Rasheed's first foul, by the way. So the Lakers, as Shaq splits the free throws, will get it back. Rice, Robert Horry, too strong off the window. Mike Dunleavy says, hey, let's hang on for one shot. Scotty started to force the issue, but now picked up the cue from Mike Dunleavy.
Well, sometimes you can surprise the defense. You know, everybody thinks you're going to go for one, and the defense relax. The next thing you can get to the rim, and that's what Pippen was trying to search out. 4 on the clock for Pippen.
It's a 3 by Scotty, rimming off. Rasheed sends it, and over the top as the quarter comes to an end. An energy-packed first quarter. Kobe Bryant on the bench with 2 fouls. The Blazers with a 2-point lead. Second quarter coming up. Blazers lead it by 2. The Blazers and Lakers on Blazer Vision wherever you are in the great Pacific Northwest, whether it be in the state of Washington, Oregon, or even in Northern California. We're glad you're with us. And the sentiment, no matter where you go in the Rose Garden tonight, is beat L.A. Fans, don't miss another Blazers game this season. Tickets are still available for Friday, March the 3rd against Vancouver, March the 6th against Toronto. You want to see Vince Carter, trust me on this one. And March 16th, Kevin Garnett and the Minnesota Timberwolves are in town. Tickets on sale now. Call 224-4400. Blazers started out strong, cooled somewhat. 10 of 22 for 46%. The Lakers at 40%. Steve, your impressions of that first quarter?
I know it was a great first quarter for the Trailblazers. They had the good aggressive energy at both ends of the floor. The Lakers were able to stay in the ball game with Kobe Bryant down, and this has all of the makings of a great game with the big moment being around it. So you just hope that Portland continues to keep their intensity up with the second unit as the Lakers come back with second unit players as well.
Derek Fisher, Travis Knight, Robert Horry, Glenn Rice, and Brian Shaw. The 5 for Phil Jackson. Shaw working on Damon Stoudemire, and a whistle off the ball. And a foul against Jermaine O'Neal.
On the whole, and those are the kind of fouls you don't want to give up. Robert Horry just cutting through, and you put your hands on him right in front of the officials, and you get caught.
Jermaine his first, the Blazers first of the quarter. And the Blazers would like to make hay because with both Kobe and Shaq down, Travis Knight is no Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, this is a different strategy. O'Neal didn't have a great start, and Phil Jackson may be sitting them down to probably calm him down because there are a lot of emotions in this ball game. Ball knocked away.
A long 3. Brian Shaw had to release it as the shot clock was winding down. Phil Jackson not happy with that set.
What we have seen from the Trailblazers defensively is an awareness and really a presence about where the ball is, and they've gotten their hands on a lot of balls that the Lakers have been trying to move around. And that's a good sign of really being ready to play at the defensive end of the floor.
Greg Anthony working against Fisher. Steve Smith gives it back to Greg. It's a 3. It's too strong. Jermaine battling for the rebound, but can't corral it. Brian Shaw. Shaw played in 2 of the 3 games, averaging a point and a half over 23 minutes.
The guy you don't want to get started and surprises you every now and then is Robert Horry. Horry can be one of those guys that suddenly comes out and shoots lights out from deep out on the floor, then starts attacking the ball off the rim. Shaw on the drive.
His pull-up ties us at 22. Blazers have led throughout. Strength against Rice. Steve cutting to the post. Got hung up. And a foul will be called.
Travis Knight.
Travis Knight, his first.
And that wasn't much of a breather for Shaq.
Nope.
Let's see. A minute 30, and Travis Knight goes down. Shaq comes back in the ball game. coming across the middle. And again, you know, you got to move your feet. Big guys have problems with that. You know, they step up and they stop moving, and then they wonder why they get nicked with the foul. They like to play with their hips. And that used to be a great play.
Arvidas is open from the head of the key. And Jermaine O'Neal, the loose ball foul. No, I beg your pardon, a Laker loose ball foul. No.
Robert Horry.
Robert Horry. They signaled 5, and I thought it might have been Jermaine, but it was Robert Horry.
There are 2 fouls. Horry thought he had good inside position, but you're going to see Horry trying to push back. What happened for Horry is he let Jermaine O'Neal push him under the rim. So Jermaine has grown and has learned you want to be a good offensive rebounder. Get your guy inside you underneath the basket.
Arvidas offensive rebound. Jermaine tipping it in. Good things abound on that play as Arvidas outduels Shaq for the board. And then Jermaine gets the putback. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. The Blazer lead is 2. Shaq against Sabonis.
That looked like a better controlled effort for Shaquille O'Neal, and that's not a good sign for the Trailblazers. So you don't want to let him catch the ball that close.
Smith over Shaw. That 3 well off the mark, and Shaq the rebound. Both teams playing with a lot of emotion, and sometimes that can almost be a liability as Horry gives LA their first lead of the night.
When, you know, the thing about emotions is it almost has to be controlled fury, and sometimes the fury takes over because you're so up for the game. Sabonis.
Bango. Arvidas from the key top. All even at 26. Greg nearly a steal. Fisher. Brick City. Fisher only shooting 35% from the floor. The Laker point guards having real trouble finding the rim. Blazers looking to get the lead back. Schrempf. Jermaine mistiming the tip. As soon as I say Derek Fisher's having struggles from the outside, he connects. And Mike Dunleavy is going to ask for a timeout here. 8:26 to go, second quarter. Fisher triples the Lakers in front, 29-20. Normally very strong off the bench, but tonight the Lakers bench doing a number.
Well, Portland hasn't been able to get their bench players involved in the game yet. So, I mean, that story may change. The Lakers went to their bench early. Shaw delivered, and that's an unexpected bonus for them. Rick Fox in the ball game for the Lakers.
Kobe Bryant also back in. Rasheed back in for the Blazers, and he promptly cans one from the baseline. Fonzie Wells also into the ball game. Bryant, 2 fouls. Fisher, the Ananori screen. Shaq with the clock at 10. Shaq can't handle the pass from Fox. Blazers looking for the lead. Fonzie, it's a 3. Detlef can't run it down. Derek Fisher does. Kobe on the move against Schrempf. Shaq banging into Arvidas. Offensive foul, Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq now with 2.
Jackson does not agree with that play, but this is the kind of play which Shaquille O'Neal has really been able to dominate Sabonis with a little punishment on the way, and you see the pork chop right there, and he usually gets that call to go his way. Second personal foul, second team.
I think Shaq has been talking with Oliver Stone. Shaq says there's a conspiracy among NBA officials. They don't want him to lead the league in scoring, so he doesn't get the calls.
Shaq said that?
Shaq said that.
Can't get in the gym and he can't get calls?
Yeah, he's having a tough time of it, and the Blazers having a hard time finding the hoop from outside as Schrempf comes up empty. Horry, a stop and pop. Schrempf the rebound. Greg Anthony. And the chilly shooting continues.
Well, the best part of it is the Lakers have not been able to get to the rim. So even if they've gotten the rebound, they've had to come down and set up, trying to drive the ball back to O'Neal again, ahead by 1.
Shaq in the lane. Kobe, the offensive rebound, will take it right back.
Tough shot. Wide open from about 5 feet and took it in a little bit closer over the defensive Sabonis. First 2 points of the ball game for Kobe Bryant.
Lakers by 3. Detlef. That pass way off the mark. Bonzi will back down. Rashid can't come up with it. Rick Fox takes it away. The Blazers offense is really out of sync the last couple of trips. Rick Fox. Shaq. Bricks up another one. He has had a tough night shooting in close. He's gotten good looks, but he hasn't been able to put them down.
Well, the best thing is that, he hasn't found the mark. He's going to continue to shoot the ball to get an offensive foul. Bonzi Wells.
Blazers turn it over. Timeout on the floor. 5:46 to go first half. Lakers lead it by 3.
Can Sprite make you a more extreme mountain biker? Not if you don't stay on your bike. All Sprite does is quench your thirst.
Maybe those sharp, pointy rocks will stop them.
Oh. Nope. I know that look. You're trying to decide which DVD player you should buy, aren't you? Based on your existing home theater system, be sure to get something with Dolby Digital decoding.
If learning about DVD players were this easy, you wouldn't need a place like 800.com. But it isn't. So you do.
Call me. I'll help you set it up.
800.com. Everything you always wanted from an electronics store and more.
We know you want to do more with your photos. Now you can on a Gateway Essential PC that includes a digital camera and the software you need to bring people closer together. All for $39 a month with an Intel Celeron processor. Visit Gateway Country.
Rebound, located in the Rose Quarter Commons, is the official orthopedist of the Portland Trail Blazers. Call 503-REBOUND for all your orthopedic needs. Fans, we always want to hear your feedback on our Blazers broadcast. If you've got an idea, a comment, you can email us right now at tv@ripcity.com. Whenever you want, log on. Email us, tv@ripcity.com. Damon Stoudemire back on the Blazers bench. They iced the left knee. No ice on it now. And we'll see when he might be coming back. Brian Grant also questionable tonight because of that strained left arch. We've not seen him. And we had been told it would be a game-time decision, but Blazers could use his bulk inside. Unfortunately, the Blazers need a dose of shooting. They were shooting 45.5 from the floor in the first quarter, and that percentage has dwindled down to 37%, and it's not for lack of good looks.
Now, they've had some opportunities. They've only gotten 6 points in a quarter, and you're only down 3 points, and you have to remember how you got yourself the lead and go back to that. Scottie Pippen now in the backcourt with Bonzi Wells as Pippen, Schrempf, and Sabonis join it.
So now Derek Fisher at 6'1". He's got to figure out who he's going to guard. Now Brian Shaw will come in.
He's got to sit down.
Fisher's going to sit down now. Yeah, Shaw's in the ball game, so now Brian Shaw gives him a little bit more size on the guard line at 6'6". Rick Fox against Detlef Schrempf. Shaw, Kobe in the corner.
And they're trying to get some room for Shaq to work, and this is where Kobe Bryant really helps him out. But Rick Fox could not handle that pass. Against the clock, he's going to be able to make the play off the front rim.
Alley-oop off the mark. Lakers not taking care of the basketball in this quarter with 4 turnovers in the period. 5:08 to go first half. Bryant slashing to the rim. Draws the foul on Bonzi Wells. That's Bonzi's second.
Now, this is a guy that has extreme confidence in his offensive ability, and that little hesitation, and that's something that Steve Smith throws on a lot of opponents. You as a defender, what you do is you relax just for that one moment, and that guy then accelerates, and you're caught. So Bryant at the free throw line for the first time gets his first.
Damon Stoudemire returns to the ball game. In the series, it's interesting to note the Lakers have attempted 32 more free throws than the Blazers, but have made only 5 more.
That's a theory. Make, not take. It's not how many you take, it's how many you make, as Bryant gets both of his.
Largest lead of the night for the Lakers is 5, 33-28. 5 minutes to go, first half. Arvidas against Shaq. The hook is short as O'Neal whacked him, but no call forthcoming. Kobe finding Ori, who passes on the shot. Shaw will take it. Scotty with a rebound. Scotty with a gleam in his eye for receive and throw it down. Scotty came across the midcourt line looking for a big play. Bryant. And Shaq responds.
Yeah, they've got to get to Kobe Bryant. He's starting to break down the defense and making plays for other people. 4 points in the quarter, but that lob was just enough clearance for Rasheed Wallace to put the top on it. And they'd like to be in the open court more against the Lakers, because I think that's where you really wear the Lakers down with an up-tempo game. Stoudemire.
3 on the clock. Arvidas. Big shot, Arvidas Sabonis. Shaq won't come out to the perimeter to challenge Arvidas. And if Sabas can strike from outside with regularity, that's key for Portland.
He's coming out, but he's coming out late. And, you know, if you get Sabonis enough time and a little bit of confidence, he's going to hurt you. Shaw on the way to the rim. Had an easy shot and missed it.
Damon working, and Ori takes it away. Damon pinned against the sideline. Blazers turn it over. 6th miscue of the night for Portland. Ron Harper up off the bench for LA. Fox feeding Shaq. Rick will send a 3. Don't want to get him started either. He's been struggling this year, hitting a little better than 30% from downtown.
What they've allowed the Lakers to do right now is believe that they can control the game like they did down in Los Angeles, and it would take a great fourth quarter to finish for Portland, as they had down there.
Detlef trying to dig it out. Is doubled. But no call. Crowd doesn't like it. Scotty a 3. That's well short.
A lot of rebounds coming down almost into the hip area. Almost a steal by Pippen.
Crowd wants over and back. Kobe feeding Fox on the baseline. And timeout taken by Phil Jackson and the Lakers. 2:31 to go in the first half. Rasheed Wallace asking Steve Javie about why no over and back, and Steve gives him an explanation, and Rasheed says okay. But what's not okay is the Lakers leading the Blazers 38-32.
Steve Javie, you know, has a reputation of having rabbit ears, but, you know, he's actually a very good official. And what you've got to do is just be ready to play when he works a game.
And Shots is always ready. And what do you got?
Why, thank you, Pete. I'll tell you what, the last couple of timeouts the Blazers have been talking about as far as huddle-wise is concerned is let's move the ball better. Snapper, you were talking about getting the ball out on the run. That's what they want to do, but they want the break to be controlled. But more than anything else, they want that offense to be controlled with better ball movement and better cutting. Dunleavy was very happy with the defense as of right now, but ball movement is critical. They want to just start distancing themselves just a bit. Fellas?
All right, Ann, thank you very much. Fans, we invite you to go to Texaco after every winning Blazers home game this season. Fill your tank with gas and receive a $1 coupon toward your next fill-up. Plus, you might qualify for a chance to participate in a free throw shootout. Shootout prizes include $250,000 in cash or 2001 Blazers season tickets. So hopefully after this, Blazers win, you go to Texaco, and they'll hook you up Blazers 5 of 18 in the quarter for 28%. We talked about the Lakers shooting poorly on the road. They're shooting very well this quarter at an even 50%. Let's do a little rules clinic and see.
Scottie Pippen is going to make a play on Kobe Bryant, and the ball bounces off of his body, and it's actually a free ball at that point. Oh, it looked like it might have been just in the backcourt, right above that line. That's a pretty close call.
Ken Maurer was looking right at it and shook his head. The one thing that you can do with this Laker team is if you can keep them under 100 points, you got a particularly good chance. They struggle when they score under 100 points.
Well, everybody struggles when they score under 100, and right now Portland's on that same pace, and Schatz told us that they want to move the ball, they want to move people. The reason that you want to do it, and if you do it quickly, you will always catch someone defensively going to sleep. You know, players like to hold the ball because it thinks they actually think they can see things better, and it gives them a better chance to work against their man. But the opposite is really true. So the quicker you can move the ball, the easier you're going to have at the offensive end, and that's what Dunleavy is trying to drive through to his guys. And you'll also be able to get a higher percentage shot. Portland's pulled the trigger a lot from outside in the second quarter.
Blazers back to their starting five. Harper feeding Kobe.
Now, you knew they were going to go to that matchup, and that's not a good matchup for Damon Stoudemire as the other way. So Damon's got to come back and keep the heat on Kobe Bryant right now. Make him guard him, maybe pick up that third foul, because Kobe's starting to get into this game.
Kobe and Shaq both operating with 2 fouls. Rasheed in deep, blocked by Ron Harper. Goodness gracious.
Well, that was good help. Wallace committed himself to the shot, not knowing where the rest of the defense was. He had Robert Horry beat, coming right back to Kobe Bryant.
Against Damon, a fadeaway, but Damon fouled him. Kobe to the line to shoot a pair. Damon picks up his second foul. It's been a tough night for him. 2 points and a bruised left knee.
Well, he tried to go after the shot. You know, when you're in that situation right there, you're not a shot blocker. What you want to try to do is make the guy do something he doesn't want to do.
Take a look at Harper with the help.
Well, this is a great reaction from Harper because Wallace has this shot right here, and he just is laying it up nice and soft, and Harper comes over and swats it away.
Blazers led by 2 at the quarter break. They're down 10, but 55 for the half.
But they were down in Los Angeles. They know they can come off the floor against this Laker team. But what they've got to do is now regain their offensive confidence. Ball knocked out of bounds, and a foul against Rick Fox.
For the Lakers, their 4th foul, first in the last 2 minutes. Both teams out of fouls to give here in the second quarter, so the Blazers get it with 14 on the clock. Damon open for a second, trying to work for a better shot. Pippen, his turnaround dances off, and Shaq the rebound. The Blazers, in the game they lost at the Staples Center, had a good first quarter and dried up in the second quarter, and it's the same story tonight so far.
Well, you know, you got to make shots. What they've got to do is understand why they're not making shots and get back to it. Shaquille O'Neal has not been a factor. Good opportunity for him there. Couldn't get it to go.
Scotty, a 3. It's in. Big shot, Scottie Pippen. He's got 8. Pulling the Blazers within 7.
Well, you know, the three-point ball is not going in for them right now. They're 1 of 6. That's the first one to go in. And the Lakers are 4 of 6. Tough shot. And they're going to get a foul
against Scottie Pippen. And Ken Maurer is not the most popular guy in Portland right now. He made the flagrant foul call and makes that call there.
Ooh, Steve Smith got him across the eyes on the way in.
And there's nominal contact from Pippen. More from Rasheed.
A little push underneath.
And Kobe has done well at the line tonight. 5 of 5 so far.
He's been the guy that's provided them with the separation. After getting them down and out of the ball game, he's come back and very aggressive in attacking Portland at the offensive end.
Kobe remains perfect from the stripe.
10 in the quarter for him. Leading scorer in the ball game for the Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
After being shut out in the first quarter, Scotty's pull-up off the mark. Robert Horry the rebound. Lakers starting to flex their defensive muscles and their backboard muscles as well.
And Jackson to say hold the ball. He's going to try to get it back in the hands of either Kobe Bryant or through Shaquille O'Neal. 8 on the clock.
Shaq feeding Kobe. 2 on the timer. A long 3, an air ball, and a shot clock violation. 11.9 showing on the quarter clock, and let's see if Ken Maurer adjusts the clock at all. One-tenth of a second is added. 12 even, so the Blazers with a chance.
Now this is an important score for them, just to kind of get some confidence back in their energy, so they want to make a good decision. Nice drive, Damon Stoudemire.
Down Main Street, Damon Stoudemire with 4.8, 7-point game. Kobe has his pocket pick. Scotty, good if it goes. A frustrating first half for the Blazers, but they only trail it by 7. Halftime is coming up. 24 minutes in the books at the Rose Garden, where the Lakers lead the Blazers 44-37. For the Blazers with 9, all of those in the first quarter. Rasheed, a strong game, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Scottie Pippen, 8 points in the first half. Bill?
Halftime again. Portland down by 7. Can they come back?
For Friday night's game against the Grizzlies, on March 6th, Toronto and Vince Carter in town. And on March 16th, Minnesota makes its final regular season appearance at the Rose Garden. Tickets are on sale now. Call 224-4400 as the Blazers continue their drive for the 2000 NBA playoffs. The Lakers will be in the playoffs as well. And Steve, one of the pertinent numbers from the first half, bench scoring, the Lakers shooting 6 of 14 with their reserves. The Blazers 1 of 9, and the Lakers with a 15-2 scoring edge off the bench.
Well, that's the advantage. Right now, their guys that have come off in a reserve role have been aggressive. They've made some things happen at the offensive end, led by Brian Shaw, who has 7 points coming off the bench. They have a little bit of edge, and so the starters who outscored the Lakers starters are going to have to step it up here in the third quarter of play. 2 things have to happen for Portland. They have to make the Lakers tentative offensively. They have to get out and try to run and score cheaply to get control of the scoreboard.
Blazers will go with the same 5 that they started with. Steven Stoudemire in the backcourt, Pippen, Sabonis, and Rasheed Wallace.
Now, Rasheed Wallace had the same problem that Shaquille O'Neal had. After Rasheed made his first couple of shots, he had a little bit too much energy. So let's see if he calms down and gets his offensive rhythm in the third quarter. The Trailblazers will need a big offensive production from him tonight.
Steve Smith checking Glenn Rice. Harper feeding Shaq. Scotty comes to double.
6 on the clock.
Repost to Shaq. Rice on the dribble drive. Damon slaps at it. Shot clock expires. Great defense in the first sequence for the Blazers.
The Lakers were very slow in moving the ball, which allowed Portland to react just a little bit quicker, and they'll have a chance to get right on the scoreboard with their first possession.
Scotty staring down Glenn Rice. Arvidas. Dribble drive on Shaq. Arvidas double clutch off the window. From what Mike Dunleavy said as he stood in front of us, I don't think that's what the Blazers wanted to do on that set, but they'll take the basket.
His complaint was about the defense being able to push out the offense of the Trailblazers as they were trying to get some cutters through. Von Harper. Another left-hand shot, so Harper can't get it to go with the right, but has come up with a couple of nifty left-handed efforts.
Averaging just under 7 points a ball game. He's got 4. All even in the paint.
but Portland is taking a lot of time just to get in their set, trying to get the ball to Wallace. They finally find it.
The alley-oop for Rasheed. He powers it down. The Blazers within 5. A minute and a half gone by, third quarter. Shaq faces up on Sabonis. Harper the tip, but can't get it to fall. Scotty in the open court. Sensed an opening, but lost it on the way up. Arvydas checking Shaq. Harper on the move. AC Green. AC Green, a 45% marksman, knocks it in, and the Laker lead is 7.
Well, that's a shot you don't want to give AC Green after coming into the league with no real good perimeter game. He's worked and worked and working after years. He got a lot of confidence in that baseline open jumper. Trying to come back to Wallace, couldn't get him the ball where he wanted it. 5 on the clock.
Rasheed will launch a 3. Mike Dunleavy said that is not the shot we want.
In order to get the shot you want, you got to get into it quicker, and that's what's hurting Portland right now. They're not getting into their offense quick enough. So every time you look up, they're down 14 on the shot clock before they really get into what they want to do.
And Kobe is starting to feel it. A dozen. Arvydas too strong. Bryant on the push. Damon bumped him, but no call. Glenn Rice's 3. AC Green boxing out Arvydas, another offensive rebound.
Second time that they have suckered a Laker into trying to make that play where Ron Harper's been in the slot and then a hand reaches out and knocks the ball away. The player's wide open, but there's no angle to get that ball through the arms. 14 on the shot clock for Portland, looking to Sabonis.
Arvydas
Nice
drop feed to Steve for the deuce. The opportunities are there for Portland. They trail by 7. Chant goes up for defense. Rice's long 2 is in. Looks like Steve Smith got whacked pretty hard. Damon on the penetration. Arvydas is open. Got it.
Now, Shaquille O'Neal is sucking back in to help on the penetration, and that's allowing Sabonis to bait that shot. So they've got to look to keep him in the game offensively with that particular play. Back to O'Neal, right at the rim.
Got in too deep against Arvydas. He was in the lane when he got the pass. Shaq in double digits. 9-point Laker lead. Damon has been causing trouble for the Lakers with his penetration throughout the series, taking it in on Kobe. Scotty over Rice. Big 3. It's through. Scotty pulls the Blazers within 54-48.
Well, and that's where Pippen is going to help the Trailblazers today. He has got to make shots. He's got to take some pressure off of the other players. Glenn Rice bringing it to the rim. No call for Rice. 9 on the clock. The other side.
Tough luck for Rice. The Blazers will take it. Damon. Scotty wants another 3. Kobe Bryant tracks down the rebound. And then Rasheed shoves AC Green.
And he got shoved first. And out of it, reacted, and hit AC Green right in the chest.
Oh, the foul is on Rasheed, his second. It'll be Laker basketball when we come back. 6:52 for the third. The Lakers lead at 54-48.
And now for your Franz Blazers trading card lineup. Starting now, look for the official trading cards of all your favorite Blazers players.
Your Portland Trail Blazers!
Each week, find a different Blazer card inside specially marked packages of Franz and Williams Big White Bread, Franz and Williams Cracked Wheat Bread, and specially marked packages of Archway cookies. Collect all 8 cards before they're gone. Cards available while supplies last.
Oh gosh, Bob Miller gets me going in the morning.
He gives me traffic, news, weather.
Bob Miller has this fundraising campaign, and I heard that he raised over $1 million to help needy kids with glasses and hearing aids. He gives me the information that I need.
And he's funny. It's fun to listen to. Bob and Dennis are the greatest partners. I love the bantering back and forth. Where else can you listen to the traffic reports while the chopper is chasing the bank robbers?
Bob Miller in the morning on 1190 KEX.
I have a dream.
I have a dream.
I have a dream.
I have a dream. I have a dream.
Chase your dreams.
Let's check the 800.com sports quiz. You'll remember the question is, who hit the most home runs in Atlanta Braves history? Was it Chipper Jones, Bob Horner, Dale Murphy, or Hammerin' Hank Aaron? Well, the answer is C. It's Dale Murphy, and Derek Jock of Portland wins a symphonic forehead high-five VCR because he logged on with the correct answer before the end of halftime. For electronics and more, check out 800.com. Shaq has been known to say some strange things. Majority of folks here decked out in red, and Shaq has been relatively quiet, but it's been Kobe Bryant with 12, Glenn Rice with 7.
You're teasing me here. What strange thing has he said other than being locked out of practice?
No,
and
well, on the monitor, he said I wanted every level except the college and the pros. I was just responding to what was on the monitor there.
Yeah. I want to know what he said, because he's been saying some other strange things.
Well, he's also been telling people that he makes great movies. Last check of the Oscar nominee list does not reveal any Shaquille O'Neal productions. Right now, he's all about basketball. Rice against Steve Smith. On the move, Scotty nearly stole it. Harper comes up from 3. Pippin the rebound.
Portland has had numbers, and they got to advance that ball off the pass to get that fast break. Wallace needed to look at that shot. Didn't do it. I mean, he had Ron Harper on his back. You get a cutting Sabonis, and you're going to get to the free throw line, but he's got to make them pay for putting little guys on him. Right here, he dumps it inside. Glenn Rice the foul.
Shaq came to double, and Arvidas had the mismatch on Glenn Rice. For Rice, his first. Arvidas to the line to shoot 2 free throws. In the last 8 games, averaging 17.5 points, 9 rebounds. And he cans the first free throw. In the series, 9 points, a little better than 5 rebounds, and perfect from the foul line. He's now 5 for 5 for the season series from the stripe, and he pulls the Blazers within 4.
Well, he's got 12 in this ball game, but he has played a very good ball game. Been able to stay in the game, been aggressive at both ends of the floor, and has had an impact. So he's made it tough for Shaq to dominate the middle. Kobe Bryant trying to back in. Legal defense. No, foul. Damon Stoudemire with the forearm.
Damon has picked up his 3rd. And Damon, the leading scorer for the Blazers against the Lakers this season, averaging nearly 21 points per contest, 3 fouls, just 4 points. 14 to shoot for the Lakers. Kobe, double. Rice has his pocket picked by Steve Smith. Pippen. Scotty trailing the play, flushes it through. The Blazers within 2. They're on their feet at the Rose Garden, looking for a stop. Rice finds Harper. Pippen takes it away. Blazers with numbers. Damon loses it out of bounds, but is that a foul on Kobe? It is. It is number 3 on Kobe Bryant.
At the start of the ball game, talked about having pressure on the ball because that's where it all starts. In Portland, in the last 2 possessions, has had a lot of pressure on the ball handler and coughed up some mistakes from the Lakers. No shooting opportunity for Damon Stoudemire. Third foul against Kobe Bryant.
Damon, it's a deuce. It rims out. Arvidas tapping it. Rasheed can't corral it. But AC Green walks with it. Turnover LA, their 14th of the night. The Blazers have contributed to that, stealing 8 times from LA. Blazers looking for a tie with 5:25 to go in the third. Lakers getting careless with it here in the quarter. Damon, a little crossover. And we're tied.
Trailblazers on a 9-0 run, and the starters have done it over the last 2:18, and they have brought the crowd back into the ball game, looking for O'Neal to climb things down.
Shaq against Sabonis. In too deep, the story for Shaquille O'Neal. O'Neal with a dozen to match Kobe's dozen. Damon. Good again. As soon as we said Damon was struggling, he pops for a couple. Even at 56. Shaq in the middle, swatted, but Shaq to the line to shoot a pair. The foul is on Arvidas, his first.
Got him across the elbow. But what you have to like over the last 3 minutes of play is the pressure that the Trailblazers have had on the ball, which has forced the Lakers out further on the floor. They've been able to come up with some steals as O'Neal gets the first. Has not been to the free throw line a lot tonight.
Now 3 of 4 as you can look at Paul Allen. Shaq doing a better job at the foul line of bending the knees and getting some type of arch on the shot.
Now what he's done is at least get some sort of routine that he can follow. He's still going to struggle making the shots, but they're trying to get some consistency in everything that he does at the free throw line.
Shaq with a pair, and that's the Laker lead. Pippen and Glenn Rice. Rasheed wants it against AC Green. Got it with 7 on the clock. Rasheed, the lead man.
When he turns and faces, and he's got a smaller player like Green on it, there's going to be no way to stop that play. Turnover.
A Laker bobble. Pippen against Kobe. Scotty too strong as he's trying to pick up the foul on Kobe. Alert play by Damon to tap it. Scotty, the recapture. Rasheed against Harper. Got hacked. They'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Scotty, meanwhile, having himself some animated discussion between Ron Harper and Kobe Bryant.
Well, they had that rebound, and then fighting between themselves, they pop it loose, and that's what the discussion is about right now. I mean, they're talking about what they're doing at the offensive end, but there's some confusion.
They don't look too friendly right now, even though they're wearing the same color. Rasheed too strong with the free throw. Kobe Bryant will sit down with those 3 fouls. Brian Shaw is back in, and he was a valuable reserve for Phil Jackson and the Lakers, chipping in 7 points in the first half.
What Phil Jackson is telling right now is we got to play together. Forget about the mistake. We got to play together, and he wants to get him emotionally back in the game. Rasheed Wallace dials in at 5, but the Trailblazer starters have gotten themselves back in the ball game.
Into the lead, 59-58. Blazers have climbed back from a 9-point deficit. Shaq, Scotty on the double. Price thought about a 3, will launch it. Shaq offensive rebound, Sabonis fouls him. Shaq will shoot 2 more.
Shaq has not been attacking the offensive glass very much tonight, but was chasing that one down and got Sabonis in a bad position. Second personal foul against Sabonis. To this point in the ball game, Sabonis has had a neutralizing effort against Shaquille O'Neal. And if you're Bill Paxton, you want to see Shaquille O'Neal try to shake loose here in the third quarter of play. He gets his third straight free throw.
Shaq, double-doubles in 45 of the 55 games played as you get a look at the sixth man trying to distract the big man. Got a hand to Shaq. He's been hitting his free throws.
Now the Trailblazers had that short-lived lead the last time they were ahead was in the first quarter of play.
Damon finding an open area. Arvidas thought about it, but O'Neal recovered defensively. Damon with 10 on the clock gets a screen, crossover, deflected by Shaw. Arvidas, 5 on the clock. Arvidas had to put up a circus shot and draws a foul on O'Neal. That'll be Shaq's third. Wow. The Blazer offensive machinery out of sync. That time, I beg your pardon. Is the foul going to be on Harper instead?
Flawless foul on Ron Harper as he hits a bonus across the forehead. But that was a real good play by Sabonis, recognizing they're going against the shot clock. Most of the times when the shooter shoots the ball, he has a better idea of where it's going to go. He just stayed with it. Kobe Bryant comes back in the ball game. Ron Harper sits down.
Arvidas still perfect from the line, 4 of 4. Blazers edge back in front.
8 in the quarter for Sabonis.
Rice against Steve Smith. Kobe against Damon. Rashid on the double. Kobe comes up short. Shaq tips it in. Arvidas got shoved out of the way. He's telling Tim Donaghy, but Donaghy not buying any of it. Lakers back in front by 1. Damon looking for a Sabonis screen. Pippen in the post, 7 to shoot. Smith against Bryant, his leaner short. AC Green the rebound. Bryant, short. Steve Smith holds up a hand and says, let's get ourselves under control. Steve Smith. Arvidas on the move against Shaq. Scotty blocked again. He'll shoot 2. Shaquille O'Neal.
There's something big coming your way. Town & Country Chevrolet's total stock sellout. Right now at the all-new Town & Country Chevy, we need to make room for our enormous spring allocation. That means everything goes. For example, year 2000 Silverados with prices slashed to $39 over factory invoice. Suburbans, Blazers, Camaros, S10s, all priced to sell. Up to $9,000 off selected vehicles. All cars and trucks must go. So hurry into Town & Country Chevrolet during the total stock sellout going on now.
Wherever you may be, this is Bill Schonely at Standard TV and Appliance main showroom on Southeast 82nd, where Standard offers a huge selection of appliances and big screens at guaranteed low prices. Here's Bill Gander.
Thanks, Bill. Get Standard's lowest prices right now on Mitsubishi HD TV big screens.
Standard TV and Appliance on Southeast 82nd.
And now 2 Westside locations in the former Doty stores on Highway 99 in Tigard and on Canyon Road in Beaverton.
Would you invest in a company that doubled in size over the last 10 years? If it were growing so fast it opened 4 locations a week? Do you invest in a company if 3 million people used its services and hundreds more signed up every day? Now, would you invest in that company if it wasn't a company? Support the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, the positive place for kids.
And welcome back to the Rose Garden. It's that time again. We always recognize the craziest fan because, you know, we know Blazer fans are the sixth man. Craig, the outfit, my man.
Hey, so I had to dress up like Brian Grant tonight. He's not feeling 100%, so I figured I could do what I could to help him out.
I love that. Now, is your face red because you've been just blowing out through the old, I mean, Come on, what's going on?
I think it's a little bit of makeup, plus I'm up in the third tier, so I gotta scream loud. My face gets a little bit red.
See, now this is what we love. We dragged this poor guy down from the upper section. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I'm in the rafters.
And that's sweet. And you wanted always to be down on the floor, right?
Oh, it's amazing being down here. This is the first time for me.
Oh, sweet. Now hold this bag.
Oh,
I just want to see what's in here. What are we giving you?
They're giving me mouse pads and some blades and stuff, a video. This is great.
So this is a good thing.
Oh, this is amazing. I can't believe it.
Greg, wonderful. Thanks for playing, my friend.
Oh, hey, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Let's go, Blazers.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
All right, Scottie Pippen coming up big in the third. Let's take a look.
Well, we talked about Scottie Pippen and remaining aggressive and making things happen, and that's really important. The offensive end, you've got to be a factor. You just can't be a guy that's distributing the ball, and then defensively really putting some pressure on Ron Harper to make some things happen, chasing loose balls, and Pippen will go back to the line. The last foul against Kobe Bryant, his fourth, stays in the ball game. He blocked the first Pippen shot and then went back after the other one and got caught.
Scottie with one more, and free throws becoming critical. Lakers have been more frequent visitors to the line than the Blazers. All even at 62. There you see the disparity. LA with 4 more makes and also more attempts.
Rick Fox is in the ball game along with Robert Horry up front as they take Glenn Rice out and AC Green. 9 on the clock for Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers.
Bryant. Arvidas took it away, but then made a bad outlet. Horry feeding Bryant, and Kobe with a highlight film dunk. Blazers try to respond. Damon stripped out of bounds. It'll be Blazer basketball as Rasheed made a length of the floor pass. Arvidas frustrated because he had his steal and threw the outlet away.
Now this is some frustration by Kobe Bryant. He's not going to let this one get away from him. Moves it around the hand of Sabonis for the throwdown.
Pippen against Fox.
Some confusion for Portland as they now find Sabonis.
Little jump hook. Shaw the rebound. Sabonis making the interception. And is it off Fox or Sabonis? Off of Sabonis. It'll be Laker basketball, 19 to shoot.
Well, O'Neal was trying to beat him down at the last minute. Dunleavy yelled back, and Sabonis looked up, knocked that one out of bounds.
Shaq posting up. Big hop step in the middle. Shaw missing on the tip. Ball to the floor. Shaw's got it against Wallace, and the Lakers have been successful at digging out the loose balls, and then Horry sticks the three. Oh, did that kill you after the Blazers had a lead earlier in the quarter? They're down 5 in the final 39 seconds.
They had a terrific quarter, and they just played some very good defense, and a big shot was knocked down by Robert Horry. They just got to react a little bit better to the loose ball as they work for this possession.
Steve Smith on the baseline against Kobe. Turns him inside. Can't get the tip to go. Was looking for a foul call and none coming, and Steve lost the shoe. He has a shoe in his hand. 9 seconds to go in the quarter.
Rick Fox should look to drive this ball, and he should be going at him. They get a foul against
Sabonis against Shaq, and that puts the Blazers over the limit. So Shaq will shoot 1 plus the penalty, as Steve now at long last has an opportunity to put the shoe back on.
Well, Brian Shaw comes over and said, "What are you doing?" The guy didn't have his shoe on, and he pointed to him during the break. You got to drive that guy. He can't slide around out there with one shoe on. So they send Shaquille O'Neal back to the line.
This is the guy who tops the charts in field goal percentage, near the top in scoring and rebounds, and also in minutes as well.
Well, 1.7 seconds to go. Shaquille misses his first free throw in the quarter. Gets the second.
Blazers with 1.7. Scottie doubled. Long gun off the mark. 3 quarters in the books. Blazers grab the lead here in the third, but The Lakers take a 6-point lead in the fourth quarter. Stay tuned for Tease here.
Well, the big fella shook loose a little bit in that third quarter of play as he seemed to calm down and really was playing with a little bit more offensive control. So he was able to put some pressure on the defense of the Trailblazers and they get to the free throw line. 11 in the quarter for Shaquille O'Neal, and now 19, the leading scorer in the ballgame.
Arvydas Sabonis, meanwhile, has countered with 14 points and 8 rebounds.
Sabonis has played a very good ball game. Seems to be tiring a little bit right now as Mike Dunleavy went with all of the starters an entire third quarter to get back in the ball game, and we'll see how he plays the top of the fourth. As you take a look at Shaquille O'Neal. 3 of 10 in the first half, and now 3 of 5 in the fifth quarter.
Phil Jackson was not big on substituting in that third quarter, with the exception of bringing in Brian Shaw. Rick Fox came in at the end of the quarter. Bonzi Wells is on the floor for the Blazers, along with Detlef Schrempf, Scottie Pippen, Damon Stoudemire, and Rasheed Wallace. Blazers will have it first here in the fourth quarter. They grabbed a 1-point lead on a couple of occasions.
But there's plenty of game left. It's a 6-point ball game, and they've got to keep the same kind of energy up as they got back on the scoreboard. They outscored the Lakers by 1, but they were finding a better offensive rhythm to go along with their defensive attitude, and that's what's going to carry them in the fourth quarter of play. They cannot have a second quarter in the fourth and expect to close the Lakers out.
Kobe Bryant on the floor with 4 fouls for LA. Shot clock is at 10. Rasheed. Lakers lead it by 6. And the rebounding edge to LA. They've rebounded well. They've defended well. This is not the Laker team of last year by any stretch. Shaq, tough fadeaway.
Brown wanted to travel, spun into a couple of bodies, and before he got that other foot down, let it go. Now, if Wallace is on Shaquille O'Neal, they need to bring the ball to Wallace and let him try to drive the ball to the basket.
Bonzi open as Bryant fell down, and Bonzi buries it. And Bonzi has been known to light it up in the fourth quarter. He pulls the Blazers within 6. Shaq. Clock's at 7. Backing down. Wild miss. Schrempf the rebound. Scottie running the floor, looking for it. Damon to a trailing Schrempf. Trying to feed Bonzi. Rasheed digs it out and then throws it out of bounds. Blazers doing a good job of hanging on to the basketball. Still find themselves down 6. Fox will back up for 3. Rick Fox averaging just 4.3 points in the series. On the board for the second time tonight. He's got 6. Nine-point game. Damon, room in the middle. Can't get the finger roll to fall. Kobe to the baseline. Gets it back. And he'll go to the line. Blazers down 10. 9:45 to go in the game. It's rally time at the Rose Garden.
Daddy, it's over an hour.
If you've wasted enough time waiting in line, choose Instant Travel so you can go when you want to. Alaska Airlines, for the same price, you just get more.
Si simple ainsi divin, l'amour nous fait vivre toute notre
We know you want to do more with your photos. Now you can on a Gateway Essential PC that includes a digital camera and the software you need to bring people closer together. All for $39 a month with an Intel Celeron processor. Visit Gateway Country.
Tonight's Oregonian headliner is Battle of the Best. Pick up the Oregonian tomorrow for expanded coverage of tonight's game. You'll get a quick hit of all the details in the game and the game at a glance section and post-game quotes from the dressing rooms, including a look at how the coaches viewed tonight's contest. You'll get all this and more in the sports section of the Oregonian. It's practically indispensable. Blazers find themselves down 10. Shaquille O'Neal, who struggled in the first half, has got it going here in the second. And the Blazers will make a change in the lineup. Greg Anthony into the ball game.
Well, they're going to get Damon Stoudemire out to try to keep some pressure on the bigger guards of the Los Angeles Lakers. But right now, what Portland needs to do is identify how they're going to score at the offensive end and be quick to get to it. 15 on the clock for the Lakers after the foul.
Fox on the move. Finds Shaw against Bonzi, and his leaner is in.
That's the biggest lead of the ball game.
Exactly. 11. Schrempf finding Greg Anthony. Detlef in the paint, stripped and fouled.
All kind of hands go up, but this foul is against Robert Horry. Derek Fisher going to come in the ball game now. Kobe Bryant sits down. Kobe didn't want to come out of the ball game, but Phil Jackson, knowing that he's got to get him out, doesn't want to get a fifth. And with a player like Bonzi Wells attacking him, you're certainly going to see that happen.
Schrempf with 2 free throws forthcoming. He's made 18 of his last 19, that one included. And it's been Brian Shaw who has been gaining more and more playing time for the Lakers, adding 9 points and 7 rebounds, surprisingly enough. Trying to get a little revenge on his former club.
Well, remember, Brian Shaw was a starter for a lot of his career, and he's a capable player. And in this system, he seems to be flourishing. So it's not as though this is a guy that doesn't have NBA ability. Pippen almost stole it, and finally Portland gets control of it.
Blazers able to save. Remember, they rallied from 9 down in the third quarter to grab the lead. So no mountain too high for the Blazers right now. Plenty of basketball to be played. Bonzi on the move, doubled. Clock's at 7. Detlef says, I'm going to take the middle. Bonzi says, I'm going to take the shot. And hit. Blazers need a dose of outside marksmanship. Bonzi might be the guy to provide it. 7-point game.
Well, what the Trailblazers want to do at the defensive end is make the Lakers a perimeter team and tentative. Shaw coming in, turning it over.
Greg Anthony surveying his options. Bonzi. Pippen emphatically. Phil Jackson calls timeout. Scotty igniting the crowd at the Rose Garden. 8:17 to go. Blazers within 5. Don't you dare go away.
Hello?
Nacho cheese sauce on the chalupa.
What?
Put nacho cheese sauce on the chalupa, or else.
Or else what?
I'll have to call you back.
Introducing the new Nacho Cheese Chalupa. We took everything that was great about the chalupa and added warm, zesty nacho cheese sauce. How do we come up with this stuff? And at just 99 cents, you'll love it or your money back. Grande taste, loco value. Only at Taco Bell.
Wouldn't life be great if you could teach your old phone some new tricks? Like guarding you from calls you don't want to take. Fetching the important ones you do. Even sniffing out calls you might have missed. All you need are calling services from GTE. Call right now and we'll reward you with a free gift. Good boy. Get calling services from GTE. See how doggone easy life can be. Call 1-877-GTE-BONUS today.
If house A costs this much and house B costs this much, how much will I save if I buy house A?
Well, honey, it depends.
At Bank of America, our people ask questions, even at home.
This is your first home or your retirement dream home? Say on House B, you have one of our shorter-term mortgages. You can build equity faster, pay it off faster.
They find solutions that fit you.
And maybe save enough money to buy, say, Lake House C. Assuming, of course, that...
Dad, you're doing it again.
I am? Oh.
Bank of America. Let's talk.
Scottie Pippen, averaging 13 points per game on the season, has 16 courtesy of this finish.
You know, the Lakers try to draw the foul and react out of it, which left the middle open. But what's more important about this ball game is the Lakers have made turnovers, 18 of them, but Portland has had 12 steals in the 18 turnovers. So they've had good ball pressure, good awareness of where the ball is, and reacted, and they're on a 6-0 run. And that's why Phil Jackson immediately called that timeout, and the reason for the celebration here.
Blazers over the last minute 40 have scored 6 straight. Scottie Pippen, a big reason for that. Blazers 12-5 in steals. Scottie 8th all-time in the NBA. The sentiment is unanimous here at the Rose Garden. Beat LA. The majority of folks here wearing red, trying to make the Lakers see red.
As Portland comes up and applies more pressure, what they want to do is Kobe Bryant comes in their ball game, is settle down at the offensive end. What that means is getting the ball into Shaquille O'Neal.
Derek Fisher, fourth-year man out of Arkansas Little Rock, running the show for LA. Shaq against Rasheed, got him in the air. Shaq will be shooting 2 free throws, and shots was in the Blazers huddle, and what went on?
I'll tell you, fellas, I have not seen this intense of a huddle as far as the Blazers are concerned in a long, long time since the playoffs. I mean, Scottie Pippen is kneeling next to Dunleavy, helping him call plays and just getting everybody into it. And one of the things they're telling Bonzi Wells is recognize the double team. Kick it out, you'll get it back, and you're going to get an open look, and that's what's been happening. So they're drawing it up to perfection, guys.
All right, Phil Jackson has to like what he's been seeing from Shaq from the foul line, 8 of 10. Front rims that. And so he splits the pair, and it's a 6-point ball game. Just under 8 minutes to go. Anthony. Pippen against Fox. 9 on the clock for Rasheed against Horry. Scottie reposting to Rasheed. Got whacked and overshot. Fox hits the ball to Horry. It's the net. Blazers unable to make it a 4-point game.
You don't catch up in one shot, and you don't lose a game in one shot, so you got to remember what's working for you. They've got good defensive energy. You don't let down after you've missed an opportunity at the offensive end. Keep the pressure on as Horry misses that 3.
Blazers would love to see Horry start jacking up the threes, and Horry will pick up the foul as he dislodged Detlef from his position. Horry's third and the second against the Lakers. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Blazers will get it, 14 to shoot. Very nearly a steal by Fisher, but the Blazers get it back. They did get a reset of the shot clock.
Shouldn't have. That's good home cooking.
Greg Anthony from the baseline. Tim Donaghy just went by and gave him the thumbs up, so apparently he thought that Fisher had control of that basketball because he tried to throw it off of Greg Anthony. So the Blazers do get a bit of a break, it appeared, but Tim Donaghy said it was correct. In any event, Horry stepping up for 3. Pippen skying for the rebound. Scottie's 3. Bryant on the breakout. We'll see that tonight. Big swing.
Well, long misses on three-point shots can cause those kinds of plays, and that ball fell right in the hand of Rick Fox, and Bryant was out on a sprint. An easy conversion.
Back to a 6-point ball game, midway point, quarter number 4. Rasheed wants it against O'Neal.
5 on the clock.
Pull-up is in. Steve Smith, Arvydas Sabonis taking off the warm-ups. Blazers within 4. They've enticed Ori into a couple of long-range bombs. See if they can keep that defense, ratchet it up. Scotty nearly with a takeaway. Bryant retrieves, 10 on the clock. Kobe in traffic.
Well, almost an offensive goal to him, but O'Neal pulled his hand back, and that one drops in for Kobe Bryant. What Scottie Pippen has been able to do is whenever he's seen a player get timid, really get after it, put his hands in or around the ball and knock it away.
Schrempf against O'Neal. On the move, draws the foul, makes it in! Oh, baby, I love it! Count the basket! Schrempf absorbing the punishment. Was just hoping for his prayer to be answered. It was. Detlef to the line for a 3-point chance. The foul on Shaq Hughes third.
Well, the bench stepping up here for the Trailblazers as they try to close in. They've got 10 points here in the quarter after being basically shut out in that first half. Detlef Schrempf with a 3-point play.
Blazers closing the free throw gap. Now within 3. Pippen all over Kobe. Fox on the feet of Fisher. Too strong. Schrempf in the open floor. Gray, a 3. It's through! All even at 80. They're on their feet at the Rose Garden. Scotty, foul against Bryant as Kobe was trying to get by Scotty, and Scotty with a hip check.
Well, Pippen is really attacking Kobe Bryant and making him nervous about handling the ball and his decision-making, and he tried to do it the last time, and to realize that he was beat, gave him a little shot.
Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Lakers.
When the Lakers get in trouble, they look for Shaquille O'Neal, and they've gone away from it in the last 2 possessions. Fisher on his own.
Tough shot off the glass. Greg Anthony wanted a wipe away with the elbow. Rasheed Wallace back to the scorer's table as both teams shooting well in the period. Anthony against Fisher. Arvydas, 8 on the clock. Schrempf behind a jarring Sabonis screen. Detlef is good again. Great screen by Arvydas, set it up. We're even at 82. Ori. Fisher against Greg Anthony. Kobe got by Greg Anthony. Greg fouled him. His first. 4th Blazer foul. Lakers have 3. Rasheed is in and Detlef Schrempf is out. And a nice hand accorded him by the fans here at the Rose Garden. Kobe on the move against Pippen. They clear the side. And Scotty, another hand check foul.
Now that's a penalty situation as Scottie Pippen has been very aggressive defensively and taking his chances, reaches in and they call him. But there's been a lot of contact in this game, and that contact initially was created by Kobe Bryant.
Steve Jagger was looking at it, didn't blow the whistle, and Kobe continues his hot shooting. From the line, Bryant is 7 of 7 from the stripe. He gives the Lakers a 1-point lead, 83-82, 3.5 to go. Timeout on the floor. It's hard to believe, Steve, that the Lakers would go away from Shaquille O'Neal in crunch time. It doesn't.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes players get caught up in the excitement of the ball game. The defense then has a tendency to force them to do things that they don't want to do, and that's what Portland's defense has been able to do. They've been able to put a lot of pressure on the ball, get the ball handler rattled, and then they're in a scramble situation. And I'm sure during this break, Bill Jackson's going to tell his guys, settle down. Portland's got to continue to keep the pressure on the ball because they're not a good ball handling team. And if you say which team is the better defensively at keeping pressure up on the ball, it's the Trailblazers. So that's what they've got to do, force the mistakes, and then come back and recognize where they've got a good scoring chance offensively.
And the Blazers have done a very good job of forcing mistakes off the Lakers. LA with 18 turnovers to just 9 for Portland. And as you pointed out, Steve, 12 of those 18 turnovers coming because of Portland steals. It's time for tonight's Alaska Airlines Nonstop Score of the Night, brought to you by Alaska Airlines, the only airlines offering nonstops from Portland to all 3 Bay Area airports in 6 and Southern California. Tonight's nonstop score is Scottie Pippen with 16 points. Call Michael Thompson when you hear the prompt during the 5th quarter radio show following tonight's game with the name of our nonstop score for your chance to win tickets to an upcoming Blazers game. Scottie aggressive at both ends of the floor. That fan aggressive with the face paint. And what do you got?
Thanks, Pete. Dunleavy's imploring the troops. Listen, you guys have got to still play that great defense and fight through the picks as much as possible. Stay true to your own guy. What the rest of the guys are basically talking about themselves, especially Sheet, is stay aggressive, stay physical, get in their face, get them rattled, and see if we can turn something into some quick, fast break points. Fellas?
Thanks, Ann. You see the Blazers bench Brian Grant. That strained left arch not allowing him to play tonight.
Now the bench has given Portland a huge shot in the arm here in the fourth. 16 points
in particular.
From Shrimp, Anthony, and Wells, as that has been what got them back in the ball game. Kobe Bryant trying to push the Laker lead to 2.
Blazers have trailed by as many as 9. And Kobe with the second free throw.
A lot of times what Portland doesn't want to do is this into the floor, which gets them in trouble sometimes, is become tentative and start walking the ball up the floor, fighting the clock.
Greg had a thought about a 3. Arvidas also a thought. Clock, though, is at 7.
See, right now they're out of their set. They don't know what they want to do.
A long 3 is in! Scottie! Oh, my! And Scottie triples the Blazers up 1. The backcourt duo. Scottie trying to wrest it away from Shaw, but can't. Clock's already at 12.
Well, the Lakers very tentative with the ball handling, and that's where Portland has the advantage. They finally get the ball to Shaq. Ryan Shaw for 3. Short.
Well short, but Shaq an offensive rebound. Fresh shot clock Lakers. 2:33 to go in the game.
Yeah, Shaq wanted that one himself.
Fox is open from 3. Rimming out.
Lakers tight on both of those shots. Down 1.
You wanted a great game. You got one. Scottie. Greg against Shaw. His leader deflected away. Kobe knocked to the deck. He'll shoot 1 plus the penalty. Rasheed Wallace the foul.
Well, this is why you play. This is what you want. You want a big game. You want to be able to respond in these situations. Pippen has answered the bell for the Trailblazers with some terrific energy at both ends of the floor. Huge street corner to give them a 1-point edge. Kobe Bryant back at the free throw line with 2 more.
For Bryant, 8 of his 20 coming from the line. He has not missed tonight from the strike. And he remains perfect. Glenn Rice back in.
Well, they're trying to get some guys that want to play through right now.
So is Derek
Harper and Rice come back in the ball game. Rice and Harper have been sitting a long time. It's going to be tough for them to get loosened up. Greg Anthony comes out of the ball game. Damon Stoudemire re-enters.
Why is this a big game? Not only does the winner go up a game in the Pacific Division, if the Blazers were to win it, they'd take the season series 3 games to 1. And that, of course, is the first tiebreaker. The second tiebreaker would be record within the conference. Right now, the Blazers with a 2-game lead in that statistic. So the importance of this game cannot be overstated. Bryant with a couple of free throws. Steve, a 3.
Huge rebound on Kobe Bryant as Rasheed Wallace got away with Nakadori to the ground.
Steve had a good look, couldn't put it down. Lakers by 1. Blazers need to stop.
What they haven't been able to do is get the ball to Shaq where he can do something with it as he tries to squeeze one off. Near turnover, Sabonis on the floor.
Great hustle by Sabonis. Scotty running the floor out of bounds.
Robert Horry stepped over, and Scotty was trying to dribble that ball, bounced off his foot. Couple of key turnovers, Portland with good defense, and then a surprise defensive effort by Robert Horry to make Pippen look away.
Turnovers in the quarter are even, but that third one for the Blazers really hurts. Bryant. Tough shot. Arvidas a rebound. Final 60 seconds of regulation time. Scotty against Horry. Damon looking for an Arvidas screen. Steve. Arvidas. Horry pulls off the miss.
Now, usually they go to Shaq in this situation. The lights are on the right-hand side of the floor. Let's see if they can get him the ball. Harper coming all the way down the lane, gets a foul.
Draws the foul against Pippen. And Harper to the line to shoot 1 plus the penalty.
Trying to steal the ball and reach the cross. Got the ball, but anytime you come across the body, you're probably going to get the call against your hand in the back and the reach across. Ron Harper at the line.
Has not been to the line tonight and on the season. 67%. Two-point lead, LA. Ron Harper in his 14th season out of Miami of Ohio. One of the guys that Phil Jackson wanted on his team to bring a little bit of that Chicago triangle knowledge in, and misfiring the second one. And the Blazers call a timeout with 32.1 to go. Blazers down 2. Plenty of basketball to be played here at the Rose Garden. And the Blazers take a timeout. They did not advance the basketball, so they will have the option of moving it to half court. You got to be a man to want to stand in and rebound under there.
Well, Kobe Bryant thought he had a chance to steal that rebound. He came running in, got tripped up, and Portland was fortunate not to get a call against him on that play and came up with the rebound. 10-second differential between the game and the shot clock, and what's important for Portland in this possession is to have an attacking play. When you come out of this, you want a good shot, and it puts some pressure on the officials to make a call should you miss the shot to give you a chance to go to the free throw line. You don't want to come out of the timeout and then stand and hold the ball. All of the pressure is on the Laker defense to stop you from scoring, because you're going to have the attitude you're going to get a shot in the air and you're going to have a chance to crash the board and maybe foul.
Both of these teams do well against the best in the league. The Blazers, for example, are 20-5 against opponents over 500. The Lakers 21-8 against clubs with winning records. And both of these teams rounding into form heading into the stretch run. Lakers with 3 full timeouts, Blazers with 2, both teams with a 20. The Lakers do have a foul to give.
Lakers had been shooting well from the foul line and made 5 straight prior to Harper's miss. Steve, if you are LA, do you let the Blazers get into their offense and take that last foul that you have to give, or?
Well, no. I mean, if you're the Lakers with the last foul to give, and you may need it later, so you don't have to burn it now. What you want to try to do is make Portland use some time and have difficulty getting the shot and shots.
Fade, now got to get a new battery. Get somebody down here if you can to give me a new battery.
32.1.
Too much excitement for shot. Battery went dead. So we'll get back to her, but the Trailblazers got possession. The important thing right now is to make sure that you come out with an attacking attitude. Don't be tentative in this possession. It's only a 2-point game.
20,000 plus, including Paul Allen and Bob Whitsitt looking on. Damon open over Kobe. And Shaq the rebound. And the Blazers now committing the foul. Scottie Pippen. Steve Smith raises his hand, but Pippen charged with a foul. So 24.3 and big free throws for Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, they felt that Damon could get a shot against Kobe Bryant, and he got an opportunity to get around the corner. The problem is he hasn't really been in the game to get a chance to get some rhythm, rebuild that confidence. It's a tough situation for him as they put O'Neal on the line.
Steve Smith asking the crowd for noise. Detlef Schrempf will come in.
Big free throw for Shaq and the Lakers. It gives them a 3-point advantage, and you're playing the clock now. Detlef coming in for Damon Stoudemire.
Detlef bringing a little 3-point firepower along with Steve Smith and Scottie Pippen. Shaq missed the second one. And the Blazers will call a timeout with exactly 24 seconds to go. So both clocks are synchronized. And if you are Mike Dunleavy, Steve, what is your thought? Quick
you got to
two?
attack. You got to attack and you want to get the quick two. The problem that you have when you take the three in a situation like that and you don't get the score, the opponent, if they get the rebound, now you got to foul them because now they're going to run out the clock. So you want to put yourself in a situation where you're looking to get a score and play out of it. And if you accidentally get the three, you're happy about it, but you got plenty of time to come back and foul and have a chance to maybe cut this down to a 2-point game and be in a situation to tie or possibly win with your own 3-point play. Anytime you're down 3 with 24 seconds to go, you can't think win the game or tie the game with a 3-point field goal. You got to think about getting the score, putting the pressure on the defense.
3 Lakers have gone to the line. Harper 1 of 2, Kobe Bryant a perfect 10 of 10, and Shaquille O'Neal 9 of 13 as he has 23 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, the guy that's done it for him in the quarter has been Kobe Bryant with 8 points, like he did in the second. Most of them have come at the free throw line. And Portland really rallied with their bench, and now, after that big 3-pointer by Scottie Pippen, they struggle to score the ball, so they need a score, and that's what they're trying to draw up right now.
In fact, the last Blazers score came at 3:07 when Scottie hit that 3, and right now we're down to 24 seconds to go. Scottie leading the way for the Blazers with 19 points, 9 rebounds and 4 assists. Arvydas leading Portland with 10 rebounds to match Shaquille O'Neal for game-high honors.
See, I always think it's easier to get the traditional 3-point play in these situations because teams are really guarding the 3-point line. So if you're aggressive and attacking, now they're going to react and you have a chance to get the field goal, possibly get fouled. Phil Jackson is telling these guys, guard the line, but make sure that if somebody's driving, don't put them on the line.
And Shots reports that Damon Stoudemire and Arvydas Sabonis are the prime options for the Blazers.
Now the Lakers will want Portland to use a little bit of time. If they get in trouble, that's when they're going to look to use that foul that they have to give.
Steve Smith. Harper's on him. Scotty. Blazers taking a lot of time getting into the set. Clock's at 12. Scotty's long three. Steve Smith trying to chase it down. Heaves up a desperation three. It is out of bounds. And the Lakers are about to put this one in the freezer.
More time than they wanted before that shot got in the air. And then, you know, anytime you shoot a long three, that ball can bounce anywhere. Portland's got to think foul. They got to think steal and foul in this possession. And if you're the Lakers, you want to keep Shaq out of the play. They get the ball to Glenn Rice.
He's fouled by Damon, so that'll put Rice at the line to shoot a pair of free throws with 4.7. Rice has not been to the line tonight. 7 points on 3 of 9 shooting.
Well, as good as Portland was at getting back in the ball game offensively, they had another drought. 3:07. They haven't been able to get a field goal, and that has to be a concern.
Glenn Rice at the line. You can feel the air is.
There's a lot of disappointment. I think Portland and all of the fans thought this was a game that they would win and really send a message to the Lakers with that free throw. It's a 4-point play with 4.7 seconds. That the shrimp in. Damon Stoudemire out.
4-point ball game with 4.7 to go.
Now, if you're the Lakers, you're going to give up any score if Rice makes this because possession is everything. Gets it easy to go in.
4-point game. Blazers call time. 4.7 to go. And the disappointment is palpable here in the Rose Garden. There is still a lot of basketball to be played, and I don't think that it's wise for anybody to put all their eggs in one basket. But the fact that, presuming the Lakers hang on and win, the season isn't over.
Oh, well, the season is a long way from over. I think that everyone just looked at this as the game that would define the position because it would give them that edge in the tiebreaker. The Lakers are going to stumble. The Trailblazers may even stumble somewhere along the way as we finish the season. But you wanted to have that edge, and I think that that's it. This game was much more important to the Lakers in terms of being able to come into the Rose Garden and win a basketball game, which they felt that, you know, playing in Los Angeles, they gave up.
What this does is it will give the Lakers a 1-game lead in the Pacific Division, and also it will, these are the standings as they were coming into tonight's ball game. 45-11. Lakers about to go up 1 game in the standings. Also, the Blazers, we talked about the first tiebreakers head-to-head, which now that is a wash, presuming that LA holds on because the teams will have split the season series. Now, the second tiebreaker is the record within the conference. Right now, the Blazers are 26-7 against the West. The Lakers are 24-9. Of course, that's going to change, and so that 2-game lead is going to become a 1-game lead.
Well, what happens when you look at the closing months of the season, you're playing within the conference, you're playing within the division. That's when those games really become important. So you're not going to get any of the wins and help from the Eastern Conference.
And? Fellas, the basics. Real quick score, and I mean quick, says Dunleavy. And then the steal, and of course that's kind of wishing on the moon a little bit. But if it all else fails, by golly, foul someone, and I mean fast. And that's basically what Dunleavy's drawing up, and it's all got to start with the bucket here, fellas.
And Shaq is not on the floor, so...
Well, at this point, you know, what they're thinking, the Lakers, is get the best free throwers out there. Don't even give them a chance to, you know, to get in a position where they might make a quick 2 and then have a chance to make something happen. They're going to give up the score, so you got to look to get it in the air. Pippen.
His 3 is off. Arvidas lays it in, and the ball game is over, and the Lakers have come into the Rose Garden in front of a packed house, and they have stolen their 46th win of the season. The Blazers' 11-game winning streak is history. Lakers win it 90-87.
Tomorrow in all time zones, a 9 a.m. Eastern Time start.